Hello everybody and welcome back to the Resident Evil 4 on professional difficulty walkthrough, and this is chapter 8 of the series. And ladies and gentlemen, when we last left off, we were separated from Ashley because she decided to attack us because she's undergoing parasite isms.
Roost, you're breaking up. Do you read me?
So now we are going to be disconnected from Hunnigan.
Damn it.
And sadly in this game they don't have the cute little dialogue scenes between you and Ramon Salazar like in the original. But I guess they just wanted to take a more serious approach. So if you're low on healing supplies from that last fight, from the water room fight, and then the protecting Ashley fight, and come to this little pond here, and there's a bunch of fish around. If I'm not mistaken, there is a treasure. But yeah, get these fish and get your health back up. But for in this chapter, we're gonna come across two merchants, and we are really going to prioritize upgrading the Red 9 to get it to max capabilities as soon as possible, and then upgrade it to, of course, the exclusive upgrade, where I think it times is the firepower of the ammo, which is already powerful enough, but just upgrading it even more, the rate of fire is going to be incredible, and then just the firepower itself is just going to melt Ganados. But yeah, there's a broken butterfly there. Ignore it for now. We don't need it until... Really, we don't need it until the Verdugo fight, if you decide to kill him. Or until the Ramon Salazar fight, but that's not until later. But there is a trick to that fight that requires 2 golden eggs, I think. And I can't remember if I utilized that strategy in this playthrough, but yeah, we're just gonna pop a save here. And don't think I just saw myself upgrade the Red 9, and I think after the save we're gonna do so. No, we're just gonna go into this next room unequipped, but I mean, it's an easy room. This next room, there's just gonna be a whole bunch of enemies, and then a red zealot, the Glorious Las Plagas guy, and he's just going to grow all the enemies on you and turn them all into parasites. So my tip for this fight is to prioritize the red zealot and get him out of the way as soon as possible, because you want to prevent him from turning any Ganados from becoming parasites, because when they become parasites, they usually become the one-hit ones, and they're just beefy and tanky, and they'll eat up ammo like there's no tomorrow. So just eliminate the red zealot, and I really don't think you can stealth that part, because he noticed me right away, and I don't think he saw me. So there he is right there. He activates those guys. Get your Red 9 out. Get your shotgun out. Just get whatever out. Run up to this ladder. And eliminate him as fast as possible. He's a pretty tanky guy. I think he takes about like 6 shotgun ammo from the riot gun. Kind of just eliminating enemies here. I need to go run up to him and take him out. I think I'm just clearing him out a little bit. Okay, here I go. Grab the riot gun. Luckily, he stands right next to a red barrel that'll stun him. If he doesn't get stunned, he'll just run away. So there he goes, he's dead. 2 shots. My riot gun's pretty upgraded. But yeah, now that he's gone, we're just gonna be able to kill all the enemies pretty easily. they're just regular enemies at the end of the point. The crossbow guys are pretty annoying, but they don't do too much damage. Just be careful of the parasites. I'm not sure what they're particularly called, but I just call them one-shot parasites. They're very dangerous, as you can see. If that would have hit me, I would have lost my head and lost the game. So, yeah. There's red barrels all over, so if you can just lead the big beefy one-shot parasites around to them, then that should kind of lower their health pool a little bit and make them easier to take out. So that's exactly my strategy there. Got like 4 of them. Surprised. Surprised he got that many. So yeah, just keeping my distance with these guys because I don't want to be anywhere near them. There's treasure right there. Go ahead and pick that up. So, while the time I was gone from uploading this to the previous episode or chapter, Resident Evil 9 has came out and to massive success, selling 5 million units, and I think what it was like in its first week. And what it has done is it's become like the fastest selling Resident Evil game in that short span, and DLC has been announced for the game. Now, for my review of the game, I think it's an excellent game. It's really good Resident Evil. It's a really great addition to the series. I'm not going to get into spoilers because, I mean, well, I'm sure everybody's played Everybody and Their Mother, but I'm going to avoid spoilers. Leon is super cool in the game. Grace is a return to form from the original Resident Evil series, and it's cool. I think it's a really fun game and cool game, and I just enjoyed every second that I have playing it. Now, as far as the DLC is now, it has been announced, and it is coming later in this month, or, well, I presume later in this month. There wasn't really a date given to its release. Remember this area right here? You can bring Ashley back and you can get a... what treasure is it? I don't remember what treasure it is, but Ashley you'll assist her up. She'll open the door for you and then you can get the treasure. But that's when we get Ashley back. But anyways, the DLC was not... date was not announced, but I'm assuming it's probably going to be later in the month that it's going to release. As far as speculation as what it's going to be, pretty sure it's going to be a mercenaries type of mode, which is always welcome because I think Leon's gameplay is really good. And a cutscene. I will continue that thought after this.
You can stop right there, Leon. Wouldn't make me use this, would you?
Well, after 6 years, that is one hell of a greeting, Ada.
You don't seem surprised. Interesting.
Try using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
Not a bad move. Very smooth.
So who are you working for this time?
Oh, Leon. You know I don't work in town. Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what. You walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again. And then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
You think I'm gonna give up that easy?
Right. How about we continue this discussion another time?
Last person I thought I'd run to here.
So, pretty cool cutscene there. We introduce ourselves to Ada, which is the first time since RE2 when we lost her in the lab towards the end of RE2. And then she tossed us the RPG to kill off the tyrant. But yeah, DLC, why do I keep saying DLC? DLC for Resident Evil 9. Speculated to be Mercenaries mode, which is cool. All for that. But if it's not, I'm excited to see what they can do with it. Like I said, I think RE9's a really fantastic game, and if you haven't played it, I would give it a shot 100%. This puzzle, get ready for max stupidness to kick in, because I literally was going back watching the footage, and I was stuck here for like 10 minutes trying to figure this out. I was debating on editing it or not, but it's really simple. There's two symbols set in motion. There's the shield up top on the top right, or at the top of the screen, and then at the top, on the left, there's the helmet. Those are going to be what they are. So don't change those. The only reason you should be changing them is if you line them up with their corresponding symbol, which you can do by flipping the blue tablets. You can flip them to see what their corresponding symbol is. Like the sword, I think, is the helmet, and the shield corresponds with the chest plate. So you just keep swapping from them, and eventually it's going to open. This puzzle is so simple. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out, but I guess not the smartest guy in the world. So I don't know what I'm doing here. Guess I'm looking up a guide. I think this is pre-recorded, so get ready to just sit through this painfulness. I mean, you by all means just skip ahead if this is just horrible to watch. What other things have happened in the world since we last left off? I guess NBA playoffs have started. It's been a pretty good NBA playoffs, I must say, so far. Right now we are in Game 7. The Sixers just forced a Game 7, which will be Sunday, I think, in Boston. So we'll see a Game 7 with Boston and 76ers. Right now, as of recording, the Nuggets beat... I mean, not the Nuggets. The Timberwolves beat the Nuggets in 6 games. So that's pretty surprising. Might I add that the Timberwolves only had 8 players in the rotation, and Anthony Edwards, Ayo Dosunmu, and Dante DiVincenzo weren't playing. So that's pretty impressive that they beat the Denver Nuggets, who had high expectations going into the season with the roster that they had built. And I would say that they underperformed with said given roster. And my Spurs, we are moving on to the next round, and we're going to be playing the said Minnesota Timberwolves, so I'm excited for that. Might have to go catch a game here in the future. And oh my god, this is just still going on. Okay, I think we got it open finally.
That should do it.
But yeah, on to the next room. By the grace of God.
Alright. Need to find Ashley.
So, upcoming, we're going to be introduced to a new enemy, Plagas type. Going to be a little... If you've seen the movie Aliens, then you'll be pretty well versed into its design. It resembles a face hugger from the Alien series. It's pretty creepy. It's annoying as crap. And yeah, small key there if you feel so inclined to get it. But yeah, once we move over this cabinet or whatever, we're going to be introduced to the new enemy. So basically what it does, if it's kind of crawling around and there's no host, meaning there's no human host, it'll kind of crawl at you and just jump on you and just attack you, and it's annoying. But if there is a Ganado near it, it's going to jump on its back. It's going to kind of transform them into, if you ever played the game, well, I mean, I guess there's kind of no equivalent. I'm kind of blanking right now. The game that I want to think of, but it's going to kind of turn them into a upgraded version of a regular Ganado, where its speed becomes upgraded, and I can't remember if the attack power is upgraded on them too, but I know they just become super annoying and super tanky. So just eliminate them as fast as possible, the parasite, and make sure it doesn't attach itself to a Ganado, and you'll be alright. So sell your treasure here, and I think this is where we upgrade the Red 9 and get ready for the castle battles, going through the castle areas.
Crossing your T's, dotting your I's, that's the way to be.
So yeah, almost complete on the Red 9, which is pretty good.
Try that on for size.
I don't remember if I said this in a previous episode, but I think prioritizing upgrading the handguns, whatever handgun you choose to use, is the most important thing, because I think they give you that the game gives you majority of the time handgun ammo. It prioritizes that type of ammo over any ammo type in the game, from my experiences. So if you have a pretty good handgun, you'll be pretty good and well equipped to beat this game, no problem.
She said meeting you once was enough.
So here we're going to get the little bridge, a drawbridge opening up, and there's going to be a bunch of enemies there. Just keep your distance. I would suggest use a sniper if you have the ammo, but if not, then the Red 9 is more than enough. The reason why I like the Red 9 is because you can kind of snipe enemies, so to speak, like I'm doing right now, especially with the stock on it. Gives the gun more stability. So here comes the enemies. If I'm smart, I get my sniper rifle out. I should have killed those enemies before even starting the fight, but I didn't. Just really rusty this playthrough. I feel like I could have done that a lot better, but you know, it is what it is. So there, I call that technique baiting a little bit. You can kind of bait the enemies into grabbing or slashing at you with whatever weapon they have, and you can kind of, when you see them going into their animation, you can kind of back out, and then they'll be left kind of stunned, and I'll open them up for like a shotgun blast or a headshot, and then when they get stunned you can kick them or suplex them after that. So there I realized that I don't have the ammo to fight the enemy, so I'm just going to retreat or do something. I think I'm saving that flash for the parasites. So yeah,
Present for you.
the parasite things are basically, they act like any other parasite. If you flash them, they die in one hit. So make sure you have a flash grenade on hands at all times. Especially with areas that contain a lot of parasites. So yeah, just going through these areas, not too much, just a couple enemies. A lot of set of those plagas do spawn in tight corridors, so just be careful of them. If you've been saving up your flash grenades, you'll be Gucci, but of course I didn't. So you just take your time, kill all the enemies. You'll be living a good life. So the cool thing about this, if you have a large hand grenade, or I think just a regular hand grenade is cool, you can kind of skip this upcoming section. All you need to do is be where I'm standing and I believe throw it on the left hand side of the gate. You kind of stand, kind of hug the gate that we were just at, and kind of throw it on the left side. I think it's the left side. I can't remember if it's left or right. Just watch a guide. I believe it's right, but throw a grenade in between that little gated area and it will destroy a weighted thing. I don't know, weighted something holding the gate down. It'll break it, release the gate, and then you're free to go. You don't have to go through this next upcoming section, which is pretty cool skip that they added. I like all the skips that they added in the game. Gives the game more depth and replayability. So right now I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let me go ahead and check my audio, see if it's good. Okay, go. What are you waiting for? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, it's on the right. Okay, I don't even know. When I played, I don't even remember. I think it's on the right. Yeah, pretty sure it's on the right. I don't know. Watch another guide for it. So yeah, what I think I made a mistake by not getting a hand grenade and skipping it when I was doing this gameplay, so I'm just gonna have to do it by the old means. So yeah, jump down here. It's gonna be those little levers. Parasite. Make sure you kill that parasite before it jumps onto anybody. Here he comes, and he jumped on him. Oh, luckily we got him. Okay, cool. Oh, that's a scary noise. Get that parasite. There you go. Good job. Good shot. There you go. That section is done. Like I said, not too bad. Just take your time and go through it. You'll be alright. Go flip that lever, open up the thing. Not too hard of a puzzle. Puzzles in this game are not hard at all. Like, I honestly don't think you need a guide for any other puzzles. The hardest puzzle I think that you could use a guide for is in the village with the lake monster puzzle. You have to like configure the puzzle pieces to make the mural of the lake monster. That puzzle is just... I hate that puzzle. I have to use a guide every time I do it. It's just horrible. And then I think it just gives you like a treasure. It's not even like a, which is good. Won't catch me complaining. It's not, doesn't give us a key item. Thank God. So I usually just skip that. I can't remember if I skipped that during this playthrough, but most likely did. So this section done. Flip that lever and it's gonna open up where we need to go. Crossbows and shield enemies. Crossbows are pretty annoying. And the OGs are really annoying. God. No, he's dead. They go way up and kill the crossbow zealot. So the thing that I noticed about the crossbow zealots in the castle section, they always shoot twice consecutively, so just always be ready for when they shoot once, they're always going to shoot again. So just be wary of that. And here we go. When you make your way up there, they're going to spawn a El Gigante, armored El Gigante, who is going to be sitting up there and hurling debris at you, which does a hefty amount of damage on professional. So don't get hit by it. There's plenty of covering, so just hide behind that until he has to reload, and then you can run to the left, I believe, and progress to the other. I don't know what those things are called. What are those called? Like in castle, you know, in castles, like they have the things where people watch from at the top. I don't know what those things are called, but yeah. So you go to the right. There's gonna be a treasure. There's okay. It is on the right. That weighted seal thing. So I was totally wrong about it being on the left. So if you go to the left. When you're on top of the place that spawned the El Gigante, then you'll go to the story progression. If you go to the right, you'll get a treasure. So I just went to the right to go get a treasure. If you have an RPG, you can just shoot that El Gigante right away and it'll kill him. And it'll save you the headache of navigating while he's trying to hurl debris at you. The cool thing about this thing though is that if you have enemies and they're like trailing you, or they decide to just be jerks and follow you, then it'll kill them. The flying debris, it'll kill them if they don't happen to be in covering. So that's cool. So yeah, just you see him reach his arm back, he's going to throw, I don't know what the fuck he's grabbing over there, like rock or something, I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, shoot that weighted rock thing to release the gate, and you are ready to progress to the next section. So there he is, just hurling this junk away. So yeah, just keep moving, keep moving. I think he gives an audio cue when he's about to throw. He roars like that. So, yeah, there you go. Cool thing, I got grabbed and then the debris killed him right away. So good timing, El Gigante. Good looks, buddy. Didn't kill that guy. What a pain in the ass. So yeah, he's gonna make an audio cue when he's about to throw, so you don't even need to be looking at him to know that he's going to throw. You're like, whoa, and then that usually tells that he's not. that he's loading up his rock. So yeah, we're no rush here. But if you are going for the S plus, there is rush. You have to complete the game in under 5 hours, I think. Debating on making a playthrough for that. It's going to be a little more tougher. If anything, I would do that. Live commentary, which would be crazy, but I'll probably give it a try. For my first walkthrough, I'm just gonna do this pre-recorded, so I can just collect my thoughts better. And yeah, but now if I were to play Resident Evil 4, I would be an absolute pro at this game. So I think I would give a live commentary a shot. And an S plus rank. Now that I think about it, I really am considering doing that. Sounds like a really fun thing to do. But one thing at a time, we have to finish this playthrough. So yeah, that guy, the LG Gante is just not gonna stop hurling crap at you. I think I'm looking for a treasure here. Yeah, there you go. There you go, treasure acquired. It's cool. Now just make your way up the ladder. And be ready to progress to the next section. Jesus Christ. So scared. Trying to look good in front of the wizards.
Yes. Cannon. Hope it works.
So a magical cannon just spawns out of thin air, and you're going to use it to take care of the El Gigante. Let's shoot that weighted rock. Just holding down the cannon. And enemies are going to come down the ladder. Just beast on them real quick, and no more. Okay, cool. Make your way up the ladder. A couple more enemies spawn. Guess I was wrong. Just
Get ready.
he's gonna go down. He's not dead though. He's going to come back alive when you cross that. I think it's a bridge. When you open up when you shoot down the door. If you go past the door, he's just gonna emerge from his fallen. Yeah, I don't know. He just comes from the ground, tries to grab you. But Leon's not going for that. So here we go. Pretty sure you didn't miss anything. Oh, there's lag. So yeah, pretty safe to just go collect and cross this little bridge area to the thing, and there's the El Gigante.
Sorry, I've had my fill of you guys.
Good one, Leon. So there you go. He's gonna fall. I think he comes back when you fight him with Lewis in chapter 11, I think. I don't remember. But next chapter we got the maze.
Where are you?
So that's gonna be fun. Next chapter's pretty long too. It has the 3. But here we go, cutscene with Ashley. We're gonna be rekindled with her.
Let's stay back. I might hurt you again. I'm so scared. When that happened, I wasn't myself anymore. I was something else.
Oh, she must have been terrifying. I know.
You too?
It's okay to be afraid, you know. But you can't run. You gotta keep moving forward. We will beat this. Together.
I don't know if I can.
You can. Just give me a heads up before you stab me next time, okay?
Leon, thanks.
So that concludes chapter 8. And appreciate y'all guys, if anybody's even watching, but appreciate everybody for watching and taking the time out of your day to tune into this. So next we will be doing the maze, and thank you. See you next time.